let's install this new stage series light bars from Diode in my 2013 5th Gen 4Runner. So the plan is to put the light bar behind the grill, just like the homie Nate. I like how he put his 30-inch light bar behind the grill. So I was trying to measure if the 30-inch would actually fit behind the grill. And then I realized I need to cut some plastic behind it. So I started cutting. Then drilled 2 holes in the bracket behind the grill. Battery just died, so let's do the wiring while we're charging the battery of this thing. I'll be making my own wire. So the pigtail that came with the light bar. So I just want to show you how I do my wiring, but this is not an advice for me. I'm not a professional engineer or wiring guy. If you're not comfortable doing your wires, probably go get their wiring harness. If you have a switch panel, go ahead, go make your wiring, or get yourself some wirings from Blaze Off-Road. They make good wiring kits, especially if you have your own switch panel already. So there's the pigtail. This is a 10 gauge. So I got myself some 10 gauge from Amazon. Why am I using 10 gauge? Because again, pigtails come with 10 gauge. I know this might be overkill, but if I get a wire that's lower, I don't think it's ideal. So there's the Deutsch connector. I know you can actually change this wires if you have to, but I don't have the proper tools to change the wire on this. If you want to learn more about this and you want to change the wiring in here, Overland Engineer did a post. I'll be linking it in the description below. I think he did a great job of explaining how to make wires if you're confident in doing your wiring. So first things first, just cut the tip, then strip them. So I will be connecting the pigtail to the cable. So as you can see, it's a different color, but I will match black and black, the red and green, and the blue and yellow. So I just need to keep in mind when I'm about to connect this to my switch panel. I have some solder seal connectors. So this is really easy to use if you haven't used it. So I just need a heat gun to connect these 2 wires together. Put this in like so. So we want to connect it. Then we need to melt the solder that's inside to connect it. I did it, but I know it doesn't look pretty. I need to do the rest of the 2. All right, I got it. Let's test it out. All right, connected the wire to the switch panel. Let's connect this jazz, right? Let's test it out. I believe, yeah. And cycles 6. Ooh. It works. The wiring works. Bam. Made a hole on both sides just to get this hardware in for the L bracket. Place the L bracket on the drilled holes. Put the light bar in the L bracket. Got the light bar on. Got 1 L bracket right there. 1 in this spot. At the front, L bracket, a light bar, and another L bracket right there. There's two kinds of stage series light bars that Diode has. First is standard. It's still the new and improved light bar, but with less features, super basic, but still has that Diode quality. This thing, I got the Smart Select. How do you know if it's a Smart Select? Because of this. Nice. That's the dynamic startup sequence. Pretty cool, huh? Also has a dual beam function, so you can turn on the sides by itself, middle, and all of them. So you can cycle it through all of that. And the backlight is not just white or amber. Blue, white, red, blue, green, purple, yellow, amber, and blue. The thing I like about this is all of these features is built into the light bar. You don't need a special switch, not like some of the products out there. Now let's ride and take a look at the beam pattern. So there you have it. How do I like it? I love it. Ever since I've seen this light bar at SEMA 2024, I gotta have it. And right now, having it in my hands that I say I own it, I'm pretty stoked. I like the features. So as you can see, it has backlights. So if you look at my front end, you see all of it has Diode, and all of it has backlights. So I'm a big fan of Diode backlights since, I don't know, like 5 years ago since I first saw it. And Diode putting it in the new stage series light bars, I want it even more. Another one is, of course, their dual beam function. That is not just one beam. You got two modes of beam that you can control. Not two, sorry, three. You got outer, inner, and of course, all of them. So basically, the light bar ties everything together, from the ditch light, from the fog light, from my combo beam inside my headlight right here. I think it's perfect for my application. The last one is the dynamic startup feature. I wasn't ready for it. I don't think anyone is ready for it. When they released that in SEMA 2024, mind blown. So this light bar, I installed it behind the grill. So as you can see, the grill, the actual grill, is making the light output lesser than what it was. I think the sweet spot is if you have a roof rack, that 40-inch or 50-inch, if you have a Jeep, I think is a good sweet spot because you got 20 on the sides, 10 on each side, and 30 in the middle. You got insane light put if you turn all of that at once. With these features, are you gonna get one? If you're gonna get one, link will be in the description below. If this video is giving you some sort of value, hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you for watching. Paalam. Now let's ride and let's take a look at the film. Take 2 after 1 week. Because I didn't like my first one. Cut.